Let me guess, you're here expecting more SBI content, aren't you? Well, don't worry, this story does have ties to SBI, but it's much bigger than that. We already know SBI isn't the only consulting company in gaming, but what if I told you there's another one that not only has connections to SBI, but is secretly controlled and even funded by a major video game studio, Landfall Games. Hello, and what is going on, everybody? It is Master of the TDS, and I am joined by my lovely wife,
Riding Raven.
And welcome back to the channel. This story is a big one, so we're glad to have you all along for the ride. But before we jump in, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, not only to stay up to date with our content, but to help us hit that very near 10K subscriber milestone.
Seriously, just hit the button. You know you want to. Please help us get there before YouTube decides we don't exist.
If you've heard of Landfall Games, that's not surprising. They're the studio behind hit games like Totally Accurate Battle Simulator or TABS, Cluster Truck, Stick Fight the Game, and even their newest title, Content Warning.
So, physics-based nonsense that makes people scream in either joy or rage. Got it.
Pretty much. But here's what nobody knows. Landfall Games isn't just making wacky indie games. They're running a secret business empire in plain sight. That's where Wings Interactive comes in. If you haven't heard of them before, that's exactly how they want it. Wings Interactive is a consulting and funding group a lot like SBI, except instead of pushing writing and narrative changes, they fund and support game studios. But here's the thing. Wings isn't an indie fund at all. It's a front. A puppet company designed to let Landfall Games secretly control indie projects while pretending to be hands-off. But don't take my word for it. Let's read their own mission statement. Wings believes that some of the most creative and successful games of tomorrow will be made by teams where women and other marginalized gender developers hold key creative, technical, or business positions. To create those opportunities, Wings provides project funding up to $500K and business support for teams to self-publish their games and build sustainable studios.
Ah, yes. Independent, but only if they approve of you.
Exactly. And here's the kicker. If you search for Wings Interactive, you will find zero connections to Landfall Games.
Almost like they don't want you to know.
The missing piece of the puzzle? Wings' real name. They don't just operate as Wings Interactive. Legally in Sweden, they're known as Vingar Interaktiva AB.
And why does that matter?
Because Vingar Interaktiva AB is registered at the same address as Landfall Games. That's not just a coincidence. That's a cover-up. If Wings was truly independent, why would it share an office, a legal address, and even board members with Landfall? Not only that, but at least 12 companies are registered at this same location. And guess what? We've proved they're all connected to Landfall. Here's the breakdown. Landfall Games AB, which is the core studio. Landfall Publishing AB, their publishing branch. Landfall Invests AB, part of Landfall Games AB. Landfall Mansion AB, business management. Landfall Mountain AB, another Landfall company. Wilnil Games AB, linked to their CEO. Wilhelm Nuland Aktiebolag, named after their CEO. Content Warning AB, which shares a name with their latest game, Content Warning. Then we found a few independent companies, except they aren't actually independent. Haste Development AB, created by the same people behind Landfall's game Haste Broken Worlds. Arade Grodor AB, or Honored Frogs AB. We found that one of Landfall's developers, Petter Vilberg, is listed as a board member. Thepathin AB. We confirmed that its board includes Landfall personnel, including Petter Henriksen. This makes it another Landfall-controlled entity operating under the same roof.
So, in other words, it's not a coincidence. They basically just own the whole building.
Bingo, which means Wings Interactive isn't just at the same address, it's part of Landfall's secret business empire. So, who's really behind this operation? Well, it gets even juicier. Two names stood out immediately. Petter Henriksen, the vice CEO of Wings, who also happens to be the co-founder of Landfall Games, but funny enough, doesn't list that he is the vice CEO of Wings on his LinkedIn. Christian Schuster, a Wings selection committee member who also lists Landfall Games in her work experience, and she actually has both of these on her LinkedIn.
So they're not even trying to hide it?
Apparently not. The people running Wings are literally Landfall employees. Now, we have to ask, what is Wings actually doing? They claim to be a funding organization for indie devs, but given everything we just found, that's a lie. Wings isn't a fund, it's a shadow publisher.
So basically, they exist so that Landfall can secretly publish and control games without officially putting their name on them?
Exactly. Big companies have done this before, using independent brands to publish games while avoiding public scrutiny. And now we have the receipts to show that Wings is just another branch of Landfall. And remember when I said this connects to SBI? Kim Belair, the CEO of Sweet Baby Inc. and self-proclaimed Bowser enthusiast, literally sat on Wings' selection board, and that changes everything. SBI is already known for manipulating game narratives behind the scenes. If they've been working with Wings, then that means that this isn't just about Landfall. This is part of something much bigger. Don't believe me? Well, we even have video footage of her confirming it herself.
And I've also been on the advisory board of a few funding bodies, including the Wings Fund, which specializes in grants for women and marginalized people working in games and funding projects that come to us through there.
The plot thickens! So, if Sweet Baby Inc. and Wings are in fact working together, then that means
this could be bigger than just Landfall. SBI already operates in the shadows, pushing activism and changing game narratives behind the scenes. If Wings is working the same way, this could be a much larger operation than we originally thought. So to sum it all up, Wings Interactive, a company that claims to support indie developers, is actually a shadow publisher used by Landfall Games to quietly control game publishing without putting their name on it.
And with ties to Sweet Baby Inc., there's no telling how deep this web really goes.
This isn't just a couple companies working together by coincidence. This is a hidden network controlling indie gaming from the shadows. Landfall, Wings, SBI, they're all connected, and they don't want you to know.
This could change everything.
And this is just the beginning. Stay tuned, because we'll keep digging into this mystery and bringing you the truth. Hey, before you go, future GDS here. As we were finishing up the video, we actually found something quite significant. At the end of April 2021, Riot Games actually contributed $1 million to Wings for games by diverse teams. So yes, there is definitely no shadow network here at all. These are not the funds you're looking for. You want to like and subscribe to Gothic Therapy. Okay, bye.
Move along.
Move along.
Like the video, break the algorithm spell, share with your crew. Escape life's hell, from spooky memes to advice obscure. Here's your dark solace with humor as a cure.